Welcome to another edition of SlingPaint. I am Berto, and this is Breakdown Time. And we're going to be looking at the TIE Advanced Expansion Pack for the Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures games by Fantasy Flight. You got it. And there's a pilot in here that we all know and love that makes the whole Star Wars universe. I mean, first look at this ship. I mean, the TIE Advanced, you can't go wrong with that thing. Look at that thing. This thing is equipped and can have some great upgrades with this thing. I mean, right off the bat, if you're looking at what you get here, and we're just like all the other editions of the breakdowns, we're going to be basically, looking at breaking each component down, what you get. We're going to be looking at the pilot cards, the upgrade cards, and it's just TIE Advance is a great ship. One, because you get a pilot that we all know and love here. You love him or hate him, but we'll get to that in a second. But right off the bat, you get 4 pilot cards, you get 5 upgrade cards, you get a bunch of target lock tokens, the identity tokens, you also get an evade, focus, stress tokens, and a critical hit. You get 2 shields. This is great about the whole TIE, the TIE ships. One of the only few ships that you get shields with, and you get the bases for them that represent each pilot, and also the maneuver dial. Now look at the maneuvers, very similar to, in a way, to like the TIE fighters, where you can go 5 forward, which is huge, so you can go right into the attack and push right forward into the attack. But you don't get the same maneuverability at the 1 level. You get the slight right and the slight left, but you also get the 4K turn, which is the 4K turn, which is a stress maneuver. So it is a red maneuver, so you get a stress token for that. But everything else is pretty much white or green. It's great. You can't go wrong with that. So now the pilots. Here it is, the man himself, Darth Vader. Yes, you get Darth Vader to TIE Advance. It's great as him as a pilot. He's one of the unique pilots. You also get Maarek Stele, which is the other unique pilot. And you also get 2 other non-unique pilots, which is a Storm Squadron pilot and the Tempest Squadron pilot. Now, the whole breakdown with these ships is you get 2 attack, 3 defense, 3 hull, and 2 shields, this is huge with the TIE Advances, because you get those shields. That definitely gives you some cushion as far as doing some attacks. Now with the actions, you get some extra added actions here. You get the focus, you get a target lock, you get the barrel roll, you get the evade for all of them. For the upgrades, you definitely get the missiles, right? And both Maarek and Darth Vader get an elite upgrade. The regular pilots don't get the elite upgrade. The cool thing is with Darth Vader, all right, look at this ability that you get here. Not only that he's a 9 in skill palette value, you get during your perform action step, you may perform 2 actions. So you can do a focus and a barrel roll, or an evade and a focus. You can do 2 actions during your action phase. That's huge. All right. Also, he can move last and attack first because of that high 9 skill value. So you can see what all the ships are doing, and then you can maneuver. Let's say you leverage that barrel roll, and then throw a target lock on some guy, on some unwilling opponent of yours, and take him out. Maarek, he gets a pilot skill value of 7, which is great. His ability is when your attack deals a face-up damage card to the defender, instead draw 3 damage cards, and you get to choose which one to deal and discard the other ones. In other words, you can pick which critical hit he gets. So let's say if you pick the top 3 cards, right? If one of those happens to be that ship or hull value where it times it by 2, so you get 2 hits actually instead of 1, right? You can pick that off and knock a ship off right off the bat. That's huge. That's great. The Storm Squadron pilot and the Tempest Squadron pilots those are your non-uniques. Those are the ones where you can load up as many as you want using those little identity numbered tokens, and you can have several of these. Now the only thing is, look at the point value. You get 29 points here for Vader, 27, 23, and 21 for the others. Now, okay, so you can't have as many, but if you outfit your list with maybe 1 or 2 of these, right, and rest of some TIE fighters or some other ships, I mean, that's huge. You can actually have some great maneuverability. And the elite cards, the upgrade cards, this is where it gets really interesting, okay? We've seen expert handling before, which is, it's an action, perform a barrel roll. If you do not have the barrel roll action icon, you receive 1 stress token, okay? But when you outfit this, let's say with Vader, that already has the barrel roll, Okay, you don't get the stress token, but this is the cool part: is you may remove one of the enemy target locks from your ship. So that's huge, especially with Vader being a 9, right? If you get a target lock on a ship from a pilot that moved first, right, because he moves last, and also perform the actions, they perform actions first. If they put a target lock token on him, you can just remove it. That's huge. You also seen swarm tactics before, okay, in the TIE Fighter expansion, which is at the start of the combat phase, choose one friendly ship at range 1. Until the end of this phase, treat all chosen ships as if your pilot skill value were equal to yours. That's huge. Like if you're using Vader and you make one of the other ships, let's say a TIE Fighter, right, the same skill value, that's huge. All right, or if you do another TIE Advanced. This is a new one, Squad Leader. It's an action, okay? Choose one ship at range 1 or 2 that has a lower pilot skill value than you. The chosen ship may immediately perform one free action. So if you got Vader, right, and he's already got double action, you can give somebody else another double action. All right, so one of Vader's action could be giving somebody else a double action. That's huge. You know, and they're also within range 1 and 2. Secondary weapons. These are my favorite. Now look at these secondary weapons. Concussion missiles. First, right off the bat, 4 attack dice at range 2 or 3. It says you have to spend your target lock, so it does require a target lock to be on the opponent, and discard this card when they perform this attack. You may change one of your blank results to a hit result. That's huge. 4 dice. You're slinging 4 dice at your opponent, and you can change one of your blank results to a hit. That's cute. That's critical. But now look at these cluster missiles. This is what I like. Okay, it's 3 attack dice, range 1 or 2, right? You spend your target lock, right, and you discard this card to perform this attack twice. So technically speaking, you can actually shoot twice with this one card. All right, that's like so instead of you doing your primary weapons, you use this as if you're in range 1 or 2, you have a target lock. You can send basically 6 dice at an opponent. So if you're going up, let's say for the Imperials, and you're going up, let's say a Millennium Falcon that only has got one agility, one defensive dice. Basically, you can dwindle those shields and hull value because they have a large hull and shield value. You can dwindle them real fast with this cluster missiles. That's huge. I mean, that sums up the whole TIE Advanced. I mean, you can't get any better within this ship. This ship is awesome. You get Vader, all right? That's the cool part about this whole thing. You get to fly Vader and be Vader. Like I said, this is another edition of SlingPaint. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Like our video, subscribe to our channel, and also like us on Facebook and like us on Twitter. And if you have any comments or questions, fill them out below. Thanks, guys.